Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, gbogbo ṣe ń lọ ní Máyégún dá wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Máyégún Live. Thank you so much for joining me. You know what to do. After reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. Share it. Like it. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Máyégún today, just like that. The Nigeria Labour Congress president, Joe Ajero, I decided to honor the invitation of the Nigerian police today, not without some follow-up dramas. The Nigeria's Tribal Olympics is also at the front burner tonight. There are others too. Read through the description. Like this, share it, tell everyone. Today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún Live. Kindly let me know if there is any issue with the audio at your own end, or maybe from mine, so I can fix that before we get fully into this. So we are starting tonight from what happened between the presidents of NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress, and the Nigerian police. About 2 weeks ago, the Nigerian police invaded the Labour House in Abuja, quite more than like about 2 weeks ago. And their reason for invading the Labour headquarters was that the sponsor of End Bad Governance, they were traced to the Labour headquarters in Abuja. And since they are investigating the End Bad Governance protesters for terrorism, anyone associated with it is also considered as a terrorist. So in their own, from their reasons, the librarian for Nigeria Labour Congress supported End Bad Governance protests. And from their investigation, is working for Joe Ajero, the president of NLC. So they wrote him and invited him because they are investigating act of terrorism against Nigeria, treasonable felony, act to insubordinate, no, not subversion of national security. They now invited Ajaero. So the NLC scribe, they smelled rats, of course. They sold themselves to Tinubu when they could have had a chance. And if Tinubu can get them broken, then it will break the entire NLC into maybe 2 or 3 in the next few months, okay? So Ajaero and his guys believe that this is an attempt by Tinubu's government, right, to put the Labour Congress in its pocket by threatening and intimidating the leaders of the Labour Congress. But without taking any chances, Ajaero and his guys issued their own threats 2 days ago that if Ajaero honor this invitation, he will honor it just like as a normal law-abiding citizen. But if the police move mad, they will move madder. And I think that is what prompted the drama today. So Ajaero didn't go to the police alone. He called Femi Falana, their lawyer, to accompany him. Not just Femi Falana, it was like contingent of comrades. And I'm like, oh, if your president needs so much protection, if your president needs so much physical protection like that from you, he gets that kind of protection because he wants to go and talk to people in government. There is one thing I kind of pick out of that. Now only the momos go think say NLC have the bone or the backbone to face anything from this Tinubu. My own observation. You can tell me yours. So I have the combination of all that happened before, during, and after without wasting much of our time. So I put all of them together. I'll speak after this. Ajaero with the police today.
Comrades, those of you that have come here for the workers solidarity this morning, please come this way. And those that are working with the police, you can stay by the fence. Workers, come this way. Those working with the police, stay by the fence. My comrades, I want to welcome all of us this morning. I don't know whether the media already fancy my comrade president. Don't take his picture, don't ask him any question yet, please. It's only the police that have right to ask him questions today. Don't ask him any question. You might be prejudicing the investigation. But that man has so much money in his pocket that he's giving to terrorists. The workers will say you are wearing cap like that. This is not what do they call the self movement. Come here, the worker, please. If the worker here under the workers or they come this way.
Well, come forward. Just wait there.
No get strength. I in the face the throw sand and throw punch. We have the capacity to do what they think we can do. That's so. And so that one we're not speaking about it. Let the president. Okay, all NAC members. In NLC, NAC members are those who are NAC.
Solidarity forever. Comrades, I want to thank every one of you. Thank all comrades in the states and are in various state commands that are praying that those that have been fasting since morning can break their fast now. Comrades, the labor movement is worth dying for because of the patriotism and commitment. Labor movement is one of the biggest pan-Nigerian organizations. Our patriotism from the days of colonial government to even the period of the military is unshakable. We are more patriotic than any other institution you can think of in this country. And we are going to continue to do that. We have gone there and we are back. I just want to confirm to you that as a citizen, I've gone there and we are back here. So, and you can't do this job we are doing without this type of hazard. It's expected. And for those of you who called me, I told them that this is the hazard of the job. So, comrades, even at the unit level, some of us experience this. You know, as far back as 97, 98, I was telling Falana, we were pulling together in the cell, enjoying ourselves during the time of our battle. So, comrades, but what is important is the circumstances, you know, that took you to that place. But whatever is the case, we are out to continue the struggle. We are out. We have gotten minimum wage, but it has not been implemented. So we have to press for its implementation as soon as possible. Every other thing that will make the welfare of the Nigerian worker to be worthwhile will be involved in it. We will not listen to any distraction. Yes, sir. On behalf of the NLC, NAC, and NEC, and CWC, and the level of solidarity they showed here, I want to thank every one of you. I didn't know say when I love me like this. And the Almighty God continue to multiply you in leaps and bounds. Tell everybody, tell Nigerians from all walks of life, you know, that we are committed to your welfare. God bless you all.
Sir, can we?
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
So the drama there, again, is this. Apart from them accusing him of funding terrorism, because in Nigeria, whenever the criminal governments of Nigeria want to hang you, all they have to say is that you are involved in something that want to either overthrow government or you are planning to kill somebody. Mostly, you are planning to cause trouble that, you know, they can charge you for treason or terrorism. Doesn't matter, even if you are thinking it in your head. Even if you are not, they can tell you are thinking it. So that they can easily just kind of hold you as long as they want. So Ajero knows that. And a lot of them also believes that only fools will think they are still practicing democracy in that contraption, by the way. And it's obvious now it doesn't matter who is in charge. So they lied to them. Even the 70,000 minimum wage they promised them, do you know they have not paid it? Yeah, this second month of that agreement. They are still working on it. People got those who got paid, though. I'm not even talking about those who have not been paid at all for months. But those ones who got their payment, they are telling them that even the extra 25% they promised those ones who are not on minimum wages, Shingbai. I mean, this is their general secretary, NLC general secretary, ASU and the rest of them. They've all been like lied to. In the awards, secretary of NLC general.
Yes. At the time, this was forcing us. We were also scared of going to detention. Yes. So it's either they allow us to practice unionism and express our views. But they want us to do it from the back of prison walls. We are ready. And so let nobody be bothered. What will not happen is for them to deny us a minimum wage. And that minimum wage has fallen due. They must pay. Yeah. And by 1st of September, we don't get that money, we will not work. Yeah. So if they like, let them keep delaying. Yeah. Once 1st of September reaches and Nigerian workers have not started earning that 70,000, there won't be any work. So let them be guided. So all these distractions will not help. Turning Nigeria to Sudan, to Haiti, to anything will not help. We negotiated with them in good faith. Yes. We negotiated with them. They had guns, we didn't have guns. We negotiated with them with bare hands. They were the ones who came with security to negotiating table. We came with our bare hands. They were able to get a miserly 70,000. In one time of implementation, will then become terrorists. We are not terrorists.
We are not.
We are not treasonable fellows.
We will never be.
We are normal Nigerian workers.
We are patriots.
And for Christ's sake, we continue to be normal Nigerian workers. So comrades, don't be scared, don't be deterred. Ajero might be a tiny figure. The Nigerian workers are not tiny.
Yes.
Are Nigerian workers tiny?
No.
Because these were people, when we got to negotiate, they say we are 1% of the population. But when 99% of the population came out, could they control it?
No.
Could they control 99% of the population?
No way.
So people must learn to reason. We have gone beyond brute force. We are in the era of knowledge. Let's use knowledge to run our country. That is just our opinion. We will work with government because we are level. Government across the world works on triple. The workers, the business, and government. They can't kill our own stakeholders. Our own part of that tripod must stand. Why they hold theirs? We are holding ours. So, comrades, that's what it's about. Our lawyers are on top of it. They go school. They know what treason means. They know what terrorism means. And they know that no such act is going on in this country. This is workers' house. There is freedom of thinking. How you reason, how you think cannot amount to treason. The type of magazines and books you read cannot amount to treason. It cannot amount to terrorism. So it is clear. Ajero mixes and travels to every part of the world where they have superior gadgets for monitoring terrorists than our country. He has never been flagged as a terrorist. So it cannot be in his own country that he will suddenly become a terrorist. So comrades, you will give us a little while to interact with our lawyers, then we will know how we move from here. Great Nigerian workers! Ever conscious Nigerian workers! Isoleto!
In Africa!
Isoleto!
In Africa!
Isoleto!
In Africa!
If they take out Ajero's voice, if they take out Imuwaja's voice, there are still thousands of leaders' voices they can't take out. So let's be committed. God bless us all.
The great youth of Nigeria.
Great,
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 great.
greatest, The great youth of Nigeria.
Great,
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 great.
greatest,
Yo. Call you. So they promised them 70,000 naira minimum wage. When it is time for them to pay it, they now accused the labor leaders of terrorism and treason. It be things. Yesterday, a lady who claim to be living in Ontario, Canada. Amaka, Patience, Sunburger, made a threat that got the attention of a lot of people, including some of us on this platform, where we decided to out people of such mindsets and why they are not speaking for anybody, rather passing on their own trauma. It can't be like, say, yeah, the escalation of it. There are some of us actually, advocated for, as also kind of shown, the same targeted or profiling, or should we say, the preference to how the states react to any act of, let's use incitement. We said tribal bigots, they are enemies of themselves, enemies of the people, and they must be shut down because 98% of them are politically motivated. On these streets, we saw an Oba that targeted the Igbos and promised to kill and dump them in the lagoon if they fail to vote for his own political god, or his own chosen candidate, APC. We have seen the wife of the drug lord, Rat, also jokingly threaten the same Igbos. We have seen those who have promoted this APC, Egbekegbe tribal bigotry, aimed and targeted at the Igbos, and we have condemned them all, everything. And while the state that seems to be the sponsor continue to look away, right? They were rewarding the outspoken or the biggest, whatever it is you call it, the biggest bigots among them, to the point that you can tell the reason why the bigotry is going nowhere is because the bigots are those in power. And like I said as well, they do not represent anyone but their own selfish, personal, hateful selves. So we now concluded that if you have anyone from your tribe, because this bigotry is in every tribe, ethnic, nationality of that exists in that contraption, we now realize that the reaction from the system yesterday and up to this moment, they kind of are beginning to be more suspicious, but at the same time, their involvement and the escalation of it is also a blessing in disguise. Ask me how. The moment that the House of Representatives in Nigeria wrote a letter to the Canadian government to look for and prosecute Amaka, Patience, Sunburger, then everybody started bringing out all of those who laid the foundation for this bigotry. And this is just at the beginning. So if they are interested in it, then people started suggesting and introducing those who are meant to be prosecuted, same as Amaka. Even though Amaka was said, she said, oh, they said they are looking for me to come and arrest me. To come and deport me. Me that I am a Canadian citizen. Nonetheless, yesterday, the Nigerian House of Representatives wrote this lengthy sort of a petition, right, against the lady that said, the Igbo lady that threatened to poison Yorubas and Benins anywhere you see them abroad. Now, we found other things as well. For example, what led to that? Remember this same set of people who were on that same TikTok, I mean, attacking the Oba of Benin, where we discovered Ajibola and then one Ekong from Akwa Ibom, across river. Yeah. Who were kind of sounding as Igbos in that exchanges where they called the Oba of Benin